Have you ever noticed how some conversations leave you feeling energized and clear-headed while others leave you completely drained? Maybe you've talked through a problem with a trusted friend and walked away feeling like you could take on the world. Or maybe you've spent time with someone who's constantly negative and you're left feeling anxious or depleted. That's not just your imagination. There's real brain science behind why certain social interactions strengthen your mental resilience while others weaken it. And your brain is wired for connection, and the quality of your relationships directly impact your ability to handle stress, regulate emotions, and bounce back from challenges. I'm Dr. Tracey Marks, a psychiatrist, and I make mental health education videos to help you strengthen your mind, fortify your brain, and build resilience. Today, we're starting a new module on social connection and resilience. And I want to show you why relationships aren't just nice to have, they're neurologically essential for your mental well-being. And by the end of this video, you'll understand how the brain processes social connection, why some relationships feel healing while others feel toxic, and how to harness the power of social bonds to build mental strength. Your brain has a built-in social engagement network, a collection of regions constantly at work together to help you navigate relationships. That network includes the prefrontal cortex, which helps you see another person's perspective and choose thoughtful responses, the amygdala, which scans for emotional signals and potential threats, the anterior cingulate cortex, which regulates emotions in social situations and notices when something just feels off. And then you have the insula that allows you to sense and share another person's emotions in your own body. And then there's a very interesting player in this network, mirror neurons. These cells fire not only when you act, but when you observe someone else acting, feeling, or expressing emotion. And this might be why you tear up during a sad movie or feel more upbeat when you're around enthusiastic people. Your brain is actually mirroring the emotional states of those around you. Another key link between the brain and body is the vagus nerve. It runs from your brainstem down through your heart, lungs, and digestive system. And when you see a warm smile or hear a calm voice or make safe eye contact, your vagus nerve signals your body that it's safe to relax and connect. And this is part of what's called neuroception, your nervous system's unconscious way of detecting safety or threat. If your brain detects social safety, your heart rate variability improves, your breathing deepens, and your stress response calms. But if it detects a threat, like a harsh tone or unpredictable behavior, your system shifts into defense mode. Here's why connection is a resilience buffer. Supportive relationships actually change your stress physiology, a process called social buffering. When you face stress with trusted people around you, your brain releases less cortisol, which is the primary stress hormone. And at the same time, positive interactions boost oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which not only feels good, but also helps regulate your stress response and reduce inflammation. Research backs this up. People with strong social support have lower levels of inflammatory markers linked to depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. One long-term study found that those with robust support networks experienced slower cognitive decline as they aged. After a heart attack, patients without social support face a much higher risk of dying. In one study, nearly 3 times more likely to die within 6 months, and in another, 4 to 5 times more likely when isolation was combined with high stress. This doesn't mean you need a huge circle of friends. Studies show our inner support clique is small, usually about 5 people, ranging between 3 and 7. And these are the folks that we rely on in a crisis. The number is small because maintaining true emotional safety and reciprocity takes time and cognitive energy. The relationships that matter most for your brain health are those where you can be yourself without judgment. Support flows both ways, you give and receive, and there's emotional safety even during conflict. Toxic or chronically stressful relationships can do the opposite, keeping your nervous system in high alert, increasing inflammation, and eroding resilience. So how do you make the most of the social brain you've got? You can start small. Here are 5 things that you can do. 1, notice how you feel before, during, and after spending time with someone. Do you feel energized or drained? Heard or dismissed? 2, practice active listening. Put away distractions, ask follow-up questions, and be fully present. I think asking follow-up questions is one of the best ways that you can show that you were listening. If you don't have a question, you can simply rephrase what the person said in your own words to make sure you understood them. You could say something like, "So you're telling me this." And if you can't sum up what someone said, chances are you weren't fully listening. You can get good at this by listening as if you were going to report on the story or tell someone else what the person said. If you go into the conversation with that mindset, you should be able to be more attentive. Number 3, share gradually and let yourself be vulnerable. Transparency and empathy build trust with people. Number 4, identify your support network by role. Who helps you problem solve? Who grounds you emotionally? Who's there for fun and companionship? Don't expect 1 or 2 people to do all of these things. I think sometimes we put too much on the people closest to us, like partners and best friends, assuming that if they loved us, they'd meet all of our needs. And that's a lot to ask of one person. If your spouse is great at making you feel safe and grounded because they're encouraging, but they're not the best listener for your day-to-day thoughts, love them for what they're good at and find someone else who can be your talking buddy. The key, though, is not to resent or judge them for the areas where they fall short. And the 5th way to strengthen your social brain is share simple moments. Not every connection needs to be a deep, emotional conversation. Sometimes just cooking together, taking a walk, or just sitting side by side in comfortable silence can be exactly what your brain needs to feel connected. So what have I said today? Your brain needs connection to thrive, and the right relationships lower stress, improve emotional regulation, and protect your brain health in the long haul. And when you are intentional about the quality of your connections, you're actively building emotional resilience. In the next video, we'll look at what happens when connection is tested. How does your brain keep in control and preserve the relationship during the conflict? Because staying connected is one thing. Staying connected through disagreement is another skill entirely. For now, though, think about one relationship that leaves you feeling understood and supported. What makes it so powerful? And how can you nurture it more intentionally? Thanks for watching today. See you next time.